All right, let's unpack this. We're diving into the really compelling and ultimately tragic story of Sophia Hutchins today. Probably seen her name around, especially, connected to Caitlyn Jenner. So our mission here is to kind of pull out the key insights from the sources, get a sense of who she actually was, beyond the headlines, understand the impact she made in a life that was, well, far too short.
Yeah, what's truly striking, when you actually look at the material, is just how much impact one person can pack into a relatively short time.
Yep.
Sophia Hutchins was only 29 when she passed away. But her journey is really dense. You see this entrepreneurial spirit, real advocacy, and then this very unique personal relationship that became quite public.
Absolutely. And when you dig into the sources, it's clear she wasn't just like Caitlyn Jenner's companion.
Yeah.
She was effectively her manager, wasn't she? Handling, well, everything, business deals, appearances, day-to-day stuff. She became this incredibly central figure in Jenner's life, starting around 2017. What did the sources say about the nature of that dynamic? Because there was so much speculation. It's fascinating, right?
Yeah.
Because the speculation was pretty wild. But Sophia herself, she consistently clarified it, said their bond was built on, like, deep mutual respect, shared experiences, more like family, she suggested, than anything romantic. She was a huge support, especially, as Caitlyn navigated her public transition. The material really emphasizes this wasn't superficial. It was about unconditional support, really understanding each other. That's a key thing.
Yeah, that context is crucial. It explains the depth there. And what's really amazing is how she brought that same focus, that clarity to her own career. I mean, launching Lumisol at just 24. And it wasn't just another sun product. The sources describe it as aiming for something different, blending serious skincare with sun protection, targeting people who wanted something effective but not greasy.
Yeah.
That kind of vision at that age, it's genuinely impressive. It really speaks volumes about her business sense, her strategic thinking, and those instincts weren't just random. They were built on a solid foundation. She studied economics and finance at Pepperdine, right?
Right.
Was even class president there. So you see that education, plus this clear idea for a niche market, it explains how she moved into entrepreneurship so quickly and effectively.
Right. She had the background and the drive, and her ambitions weren't just limited to the business world either. The material really highlights her advocacy work. As a transgender woman herself, she used her platform, which was growing, to push for inclusivity, for safety, especially within beauty and business. And it wasn't just talk, was it? Her work with the Caitlyn Jenner Foundation seems quite hands-on, focusing on actual support, safe spaces for the LGBTQ+ community. How did her own journey shape that mission?
Well, her lived experience just gave her advocacy incredible authenticity, didn't it? She understood the specific challenges, safety, acceptance, things the transgender community faces daily. That allowed her to connect on a much deeper level, making her a really effective and relatable voice for change. It's a powerful example of using your own story to make a broader impact.
Which makes the end of her story all the more heartbreaking. The sources confirm how her life ended this devastating ATV crash in Malibu. Authorities reported the vehicle went off the road into a ravine. She was pronounced dead at the scene. Just tragic. Her loss at 29 sent shockwaves, through her friends, fans, the Jenner family, left this huge sense of what could have been. So what does this all mean? We've seen Sophia Hutchins emerge not just as Caitlyn Jenner's manager, but as this really sharp businesswoman launching her own brand, a truly dedicated, authentic advocate for the LGBTQ+ community. And yes, a pivotal, deeply supportive figure in Jenner's life. Her journey, tragically brief, was just packed with purpose and significant impact across so many different areas.
Yeah, it really was. And this raises an important question for you, the listener. What does Sophia Hutchins' story tell us about legacy, about impact? Especially when a life, no matter how full it seems, is cut short. How do we really measure someone's contribution, regardless